It's been rather quiet the past couple of weeks here. For me, just kind of around the island, we're dealing with all the snowbirds coming down. And one of the main reasons that it's been so quiet for me is because I've really been going through some depression. I've really been struggling. And last weekend was rough. Last weekend was hard. I didn't have many people I could reach out to. I didn't have a lot of people that would be there for me because usually when it hits, it's incredibly late at night and I don't want to bother people. I don't want to burden people with my own problems. But a couple of my friends were there and I'm forever grateful for that. And it's funny because, like, I couldn't leave my room. You know, I try to tell people that depression is very limiting and it's very depressing. This blanket I've had forever. And last weekend, it was probably the heaviest thing I'd ever tried to lift it in my life. I couldn't get out from under it. I couldn't get it off me. I was stuck beneath it. The only reason I was able to even get out of bed for the 3 times that I did was because I had to feed my dog and I had to let him outside. But other than that, I was just here trapped in my room and in my bed. But at the same time, as trapped as I was, it was the only place I felt safe. It was the only place I felt secure, being trapped under my blanket. And slowly the next day I got out of bed and I didn't do much. I just played some games and a friend came over and we watched a movie. And slowly over the course of the week I was able to get around and get dressed and start moving. And it's amazing how this is all happening the week before Valentine's Day, because I hate Valentine's Day. I just preached about it this past week and I just hate Valentine's Day. And depression is really hard. It's very difficult to deal with, and it's very, very painful to try to talk to people about. And it's just frustrating because when I get depressed, my anxieties flare up and then I remember all the things I don't like about myself, or all the things that are wrong with me, however you want to look at it. I'm not looking for sympathy from people, but just the honesty of, you know, being trapped is painful, and it is lonely down here sometimes. You know, despite the good news and despite the closeness of my friends, you know, this is still something I deal with and still something I struggle with. And I don't really have much for this vlog. This past week has just been all about recovering, trying to be myself, trying to come out of my shell and get out of this room again and get out of my apartment and to do things. And I guess for those that helped, for those that listened and answered their phones and would talk to me, you know, at the very least, all I can say is just thank you. It'll never be enough to tell you that. It'll never be enough to share that with you, but thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for encouraging me every single day. Thank you for being by my side and being the voice that I need to hear sometimes. I'm not going to go into names. There's a few people that this message is dedicated to. So just know that if you have a friend with depression, if you have somebody who's really struggling, just be there for them. It helps. Sometimes we're not grateful and sometimes we don't seem appreciative or thankful, but we really are. So thank you.